welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another GT Sport drift setup. This time round we've had another update. It's update 1.53 and with it has come a load of new cars. Now the one that stood out to me first, and I think it has done to a lot of you guys as well, is the fact that they've now included the Ford GT. So I figured that would be the best place to start, but I do plan to cover most of the cars that have come out within this update. Just before I do get into this one though, I just wanted to quickly say a few of you may have noticed that I'm not uploading quite as frequently as I normally do. It's not out of personal choice, I'm just having loads of technical issues here with my PC and my recording equipment. You may have even noticed in the last video I had a corrupt audio file, which was really unfortunate, and there's nothing really I can do about it because the original source material that I've recorded just hasn't come out properly. But I have actually got a load of new bits together and I'm building a new PC which should hopefully solve all of these issues. And hopefully once I've got that up and running, I will actually do a setup video so you guys can see exactly what equipment I'm using here and the kind of room that I'm actually recording in. But back to the car in question. So the Ford GT, now as you'd expect, this one is fantastic when it comes to drifting. It's got so much power on tap. In fact, I haven't even used all of it because I just didn't feel the need to, but obviously there is scope there if you want to take that power up a little bit further. It actually reminds me a lot of the F40, in fact pretty much in every single way. Certainly from the power point of view, you need to be taking it a little bit easy with the throttle or this thing will just kill you. So take it easy with that until you've really learned it. But everything just feels very similar to that car. It's about being controlled and gentle with it, and you can get a hell of a lot out of it. So this is what I've come up with for the Ford GT here. Like I said before, you don't need to take the power all the way up, or I certainly chose not to anyway. Obviously, if you do want to take that up higher, there's plenty of scope to do what you want with it. But for me personally, I've taken it to 117%, which gives you 756 brake horsepower, and it definitely feels like it's enough, to be honest, at that point. Weight reduction wise, I've set that to level 4 there and dropped it to 88%, which is going to leave you 1,218 kilograms. Traction control is set to 0 for this build, and I've got comfort hard tyres both front and rear. The brake balance is set to -3. With the ride height, I've only taken it down to 100 there, both front and rear. It seemed to be working best for me at that point. The natural frequency on the front is set to 1.8 and on the rear is 1.7. Anti-roll bars, again I haven't touched really here, so you've got 7 on the front and 4 on the back. If you do want the back end to slide out a little bit more freely, just take that rear one up a couple of notches and that'll definitely feel a little bit looser. But again, for me, it just feels right where it is there. The compression and rebound I haven't actually touched, so 60-60 and 90-90. With the camber angle there on the front, I've set that to 3 and on the rear is set to 1.5. Toe angle is set out 0.38 on the front and in 0.5 on the rear. Downforce you can't actually adjust with this build. The differential I've just set to fully customised there, and just to help those rear wheels spin up a little bit more free, I've just changed the acceleration sensitivity to 44. Both the initial torque and the braking sensitivity can remain exactly where they were. And transmission wise, this one's nice and easy too. I've just set it to fully customised. I've got a max speed there set to 193, and all the gearing remains exactly as it is once you change that maximum speed. The one thing I will say about the gearing with this car though is that I found that I was consistently in one gear higher than I typically use for most of my builds. So if there's a particular corner you normally take in 3rd gear, with this build definitely try it in 4th, and it just seems to work throughout the game everywhere I've put it, and yeah, I got quite used to it after using it for a little while. As always, if you've enjoyed the video today, please make sure you leave a like. It really helps these videos grow when you do. Also, use that comment section down below to let me know what car you would like to see me do next from the new update. If this is the first time you've come past the channel, please make sure you subscribe. I've got content like this coming out all the time. And also hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. I really hope you enjoyed today's setup, and like I always say, please feel free to play around with it. Get it comfortable for you. Everyone has their own style within GT Sport, and there is definitely no right and wrong when it comes to setting a car up within this game. I'm just giving you what I personally use, and I've used this setup to record this entire video. I'm going to leave you with a bit more footage of me messing around with the car. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you on the next one.